Good afternoon. It is the Wine O'Clock Report for today.
Let's talk about ducks.
Let's talk about ducks, but better yet, let's talk about wine.
Let's do it.
Specifically, in this edition of the Wine O'Clock Report, we are featuring a local Arkansas wine from about 20 minutes down the road, Tontitown Winery. It is Tontitown Italian Red. It is Tontitown Italian Red. And since we are featuring a wonderful local Arkansas wine for the first time on our program, what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate the difference between a Arkansas and a wine snob wine tasting. Now, feast your eyes on this. This is the wine snob wine tasting. Oh, the color is beautiful mauve.
Mauve?
The nose has white pepper on it. And it has a finish somewhere between borscht and beef stroganoff. Okay, now that's the wine snob wine tasting. Here's the Arkansas wine tasting. Here's the color. Ain't it purty? Take a big old whiff. Don't it smell nice? Take a big old sip. Boy, howdy, that's Tasty Freeze. It's Tasty Freeze good. Well, that's what Arkansas wine tasted.
That's not what this Arkansas wine taster does.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Now, let me pour you a glass, my dear.
Thank you.
There we go. And don't forget, it's Wine O'Clock somewhere.
Give me that. Your hands are shaking.
right.
What's up with that?
Well, sometimes they do.
It's wine o'clock.
It's Wine O'Clock. Two
Cheers.
Wine O'Clock cheers.
So yes, this is Tontitown Winery's Italian Red. It says it's semi-dry. Now, to me that means it should be somewhat sweet, but it
Right.
really kind of isn't. It's
No.
really quite good.
No, it's quite good. And the thing is that you can pair it with virtually anything. It's a very versatile wine. You can have it even with steak, but I think it'd be better with pulled pork, for instance. I think it'd be good with ham, believe it or not. And it's a wonderful pizza wine. And by the way, if you're ever up here in Northwest Arkansas, Tontitown has the most wonderful porch to sit on and enjoy a glass of wine after you're done
bottle.
with your tasting.
Or a bottle.
You know, or bottle or three. And what they have is they
We do
have
a big
rockers.
party.
And they have rockers
Rock
on
and
the
roll!
porch. Yeah! They have rockers on the porch, and the best thing in the world is to get you a great big glass or three, like I suggest, and then go out on the porch and just enjoy the beautiful scenery that is Arkansas, because it is some of the most beautiful scenery in this country, not named Hawaii. There you go. So we've got a really good wine, and we're enjoying it. And I think we're even going to take some over to our friends and relatives this evening so they can enjoy it too.
What friends? They're relatives.
They're friends and relatives.
We like
See,
them very much.
We do like them very much.
We're going to take some of this, and we're also going to take a bottle of the Chamberson.
Chamberson, yes, Chamberson. Chamberson is a great wine. It's also Tontitown, and it really does taste like ribs, which is what we're having this evening.
We are.
My brother is braving the cold because it's
'Cause
quite
it's-
nippy here.
It's in the 40s,
It's
and
in-
it's getting colder.
Oh, it's in the low 40s. It's almost upper 30s now. And, well, for here it's cold. I know you're sitting there in Anchorage or Fairbanks, even worse, just laughing away at us. But for November in Arkansas, it's a little chilly. A little chilly, you know.
It is.
Compared to Texas, which has only 2 seasons, and I know, having lived there for many, many years of my life,
Summer and not summer.
yeah, or as we used to say, brown and browner. And if you live there, you know what we mean.
All
Or
right.
hot and hotter.
Can we suspend the accent now and go back to normal speech patterns?
What's a normal speech pattern? Like this?
Yeah, like that.
Oh, okay. Let's do that.
Let's do that.
Let's do it.
So I wanted to talk a little bit about the Tontitown Winery, actually.
Okay, go ahead.
So the grapes that grow here north of the frost line really do produce more of a sweet wine. So if you're not a sweet fan, then I would definitely point you in the direction of this Italian Red that they have, because semi-dry. So it does have a little bit of a sweet finish to it, but
It does.
It's I really enjoy drinking this wine as an everyday wine. I would buy this wine by the case.
And Tontitown would love it if you do. Now, there are several good wineries in Arkansas that you need to try. There's Keels Creek in Eureka Springs. They have a very nice wine. And then there, probably our favorite, which is a ways down in Altus, Arkansas, is Chateau Ozark.
AUX.
Yes.
Oh, Zark.
AUXARC, Chateau Ozark.
It's a little play.
It's a little play on word.
French.
Hey, are we doing hands?
Jazz hands.
Yeah, like Fosse. You know, we don't.
Spirit fingers.
We need the gloves to do Fosse. You need gloves to do Fosse. You really do.
Yeah.
But if you do like sweet wines, don't worry. If you come to Arkansas, there's Wiedeker, there's Post, also down in Altus. There's plenty of sweet wine if you're a sweet wine lover, but there's good dry wines too.
Tontitown has a really nice white Zinfandel also. That's
Yeah.
not quite as sweet as, that white Zinfandel that nobody should be allowed in the same room with.
I have a
Sorry.
T-shirt that says "Friends don't let friends drink white Zinfandel."
Really shouldn't.
Really shouldn't.
It's dangerous.
It is. It is.
Really, seriously, people, let's have a moment. If you like sweet wine, that's fine. You can drink what you like. However, I would just challenge you with this. Try Pinot Grigio, please. I think you'll get the fruitiness that you like about a sweet wine, but not that cloying, sugary sweetness. And I think that could very well be your bridge into some more drier choices. And I get it's an acquired taste, it is, but white Zinfandel, really? Don't do it. Resist the
where we
urge.
learned wine, and this is absolutely true story. We had a wine tasting at our church. In fact, we had a couple of them
We
at
did.
the time, and we started trying some of the drier wines and said, and I think that was was that the first time we tried Pinot Grigio?
I think it might have been.
It might have been, and that's kind of like fish tacos. Our niece that we're meeting tonight doesn't care for fish, but her husband let her try fish tacos one time about a year ago, which we called the gateway drug to seafood, and she really liked it.
She
So
did.
hopefully, whenever she goes to Seattle or San Francisco or her sister in New England, then. They will be able to enjoy seafood.
Yay.
And this would be fine with seafood, especially say a tuna or a salmon. You know, some of the reds, light reds especially, are good with with certain seafoods.
Yep.
Not all of it. Not as good as say Sauvignon Blanc is with basic fish, but
So on your next trip to Northwest Arkansas, be sure you stop by the Tontitown Winery
That's right.
in Tontitown.
and Tontitown, yes. It's right next door to Springdale, which is right off of Highway 49, which is the main highway that rolls through Northwest Arkansas.
It's the interstate.
It's the interstate, not the outer state, the interstate.
So,
That's right.
and I think that's all for today.
That is all for today, but remember, wine. We like wine, and we like to wine. Oh, this has been such a hard show to do, hasn't it?
Oh goodness. Goodbye.
Bye.
See you next time.